welcome to today's show. This is Nadeem Mohammed and you're watching ACTV. In Egypt, police fired heavy tear gas at hundreds of protesters in central Cairo as they called for the Egyptian president to resign outside the chief prosecutor's office. On Saturday, protest action was organized across the country to mark the 5th anniversary of the formation of April 6 Youth Movement. The movement followed the strikes announced by Mahalla workers on April 6, 2008. April 6 movement played a key role in January 25th revolution. The movement accused Morsi of trying to monopolize power, and some of them are angry that Morsi's government is engaged in reconciliation talks with the former regime officials and demand sweeping reforms in the country's police and justice. Sharif Mahmoud, one of the protesters who claimed that they are marching and chanting peacefully, and suddenly tear gas were fired at them from the prosecution's office.
We were protesting peacefully, chanting normal slogans, when all of a sudden we saw tear gas being fired without any alert. We didn't exceed the limit between us and the police.
In reply, the Minister of Interior said they had to defend the buildings, houses, and the prosecution office, which they said was being attacked by the protesters. The movement, along with other liberal parties, have organized a sit-in today in front of the Supreme Court. Clashes between Muslims and Christians have erupted in Shubra al-Khema, leaving at least 5 people dead, 4 Christians and a Muslim. According to AP, the police said the clashes started early Saturday when young Muslims drew inflammatory symbols on an Islamic institute and a local mosque. Residents nearby began firing on one another and guns, which also resulted in a fire near a church. Midhat Samir, one of the Egyptian Christians, condemned the police of leaving attacks to burn buildings and shops.
Some unidentified assailants attacked the pharmacy and another 4 buildings. The police evacuated us and then left them to burn the buildings and shops, and they tried to burn another church.
Egyptian Christians fear the lack of security and political tension, along with hate speech by some ultra-conservative Islamic clerics, might give extremists a freer hand to attack church and Coptic property. President Mohammed Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood Party condemned in a statement the secularization strife. Moving to Israel, according to officials, a weekend cyber attack campaign targeting Israeli government websites failed to cause serious disruption. The attacks following warnings in the name of the hacking group Anonymous that it was launching a massive attack. Yitzhak bin Israel of the government's National Cyber Bureau told Fox News that hackers had mostly failed to shut down key sites. He also stressed that the hacking groups doesn't have the skills to damage the country's vital infrastructure, and if that was its intention, then it wouldn't have announced the attack of time. Protesters using the name of the hacking group Anonymous had warned they would launch starting April 7 a massive attack on Israeli sites in a strike they called #UpIsrael. Israel's Bureau of Statistics was down on Sunday morning, but it was unclear if it was hacked. Media said the sites of the Defense and Education Ministry as well as banks had come under attack the night before, but they were mostly repelled. Another attack took place in Iraq, where a suicide bomber has killed 20 people and wounded dozens by detonating explosives at a Sunni political rally. Musanna al-Jurani, provincial council candidate, was hosting a lunch on Saturday for his supporters in a large tent pitched next to his house in the Iraqi city of Baquba when the bomber attacked. Police officers said that Jurani, who had also been injured in the attack, had not requested for extra security for the event. Investigations led to no immediate claim of responsibility. However, police officials suspected the attack was led by Al-Qaeda militants who have been hoping to shake the Shiites-led government since the wave of deadly bombings in March. In Bangladesh, hundreds of thousands belonging to Muslim group have rallied in Bangladesh's capital demand anti-blasphemy laws to punish people who insult Islam. Members of group Hafizat Islam clashed with police and pro-government activists in the districts outside the capital, leaving a ruling party supporter dead. The massive rally in Dhaka after Hafizat Islam members targeted bloggers who they say are atheists. Anwar Hussain, businessman and supporters of Hafizat Islam, said he is protesting against who he labeled as the atheist bloggers.
Hafizat Islam is a non-political organization party. We are come here as a Muslim demand, just because our Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just some Nastic and bloggers, they are insulting our Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, their own blog. So we are here protect of the Nastic bloggers. Just we are demand they have to sentence and they have to arrest immediately.
The group listing 13 demands including reinstating absolute trust and faith in the Almighty Allah, in the nation's constitution, which is largely secular. They are demanding the passing a law providing for capital punishment for maligning Allah, Islam and its Prophet. At AC, the School of Global Affairs and Public Policy has organized a Gap Fun Day for the third year in the AC Sports Complex. The purpose of the event is for faculty, staff and students to engage in a non-academic environment and play sports like football, table tennis and volleyball. The event is an opportunity for everyone to take rest from work, have fun and bring their families and children to spend the day with them. Dr. Mirbat Awaouf attended the day and was one of the organizers. She said that it's important for everyone to attend such a day, to enjoy the campus facilities and enjoy the company of each other.
If we can spend it on campus, then let's do that. We have a marvelous campus. We have facilities that would be great fun to use. As you see, all the sports facilities are open to us today, starting from the pool to the basketball, to the volleyball, to the ping pong.
In an honorable event, the AC community honored its staff in an annual celebration ceremony, but this year it was special. The theme for this year's celebration was Oriental. In the open area in front of the administration office, Bedouin tents were circulated around every corner, and also there were carts of Oriental food. The bazaar area included AEC graduates who came to participate with their work in the event. Also, there were art exhibitions for the talented staff to display their work. Dr. Lisa Anderson joined the day and eloquently read her welcome speech in Arabic.
ممكن السنة اللي جاية هتكون صعب كمان، لكن كلنا في الإدارة متفائلين عشان إحنا عندنا ثقة كبيرة فيكم وعارفين أن إحنا أسرة واحدة. نشكركم مرة تانية وكل سنة وأنتم طيبين ومبروك.
The event celebrates workers who have worked at AEC starting from 15 years and above. Mr. Nasl Shnawi, the Assistant Technical Coordinator at the Adham Center, was one of the staff who was honored this day for working at AEC for 25 years.
Happy طبعا that they respecting and happy for that serving for AEC this 25 years. Inshallah, we hope it will be better for the VAC for the future, inshallah. Welcome.
The day was full of fun and music. Hisham Abbas, who is an AC alumni, volunteered to sing in this event, followed by AC Folklore Group. Moving to France, a group of Catholics have protested against legalization of gay marriage and allowing same-sex couples to adopt children. Meanwhile, France's upper house of parliament began debating a bill on Thursday. The Senate debate is scheduled to last for 2 days. Several hundreds of opponents of the reform protesters on Sunday against the measure outside the Senate building near Paris' Luxembourg Gardens. The demonstrators recited chants and knelt in prayer, led by priests bearing a large wooden cross. The organizer of the protest said he believes that there are still chances that the law will be rejected in the Senate. Alain Escada, the General Secretary of Conservative Catholic Organization, said that perseverance is a way of life for Catholics.
The government is counting on our lassitude, and they are wrong. Perseverance is a way of life for Catholics.
Last month, the National Assembly approved the measure putting France on track to join about a dozen mostly European nations that allow gay marriage. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. Stay tuned for our next show. Thank you.